Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. A little bit different today. In my last EDC video, I showed the Bulldog clip pen holder that I have on my Midori Traveler's notebook here, and I got a couple of questions about it. I honestly can't remember where I saw this being made, but a couple of people wanted to know how I did it, so I just thought I would sort of show what I've done here to make it. It's really simple. We're going to make one just to fit the Lamy Safari, as it's a pretty standard sort of pen. Now, I am going to be using, I have here just a tiny sort of offcut of a piece of sort of fake leather stuff. You could use anything you want, really, any material. Elastic would be good, so you can use multiple different sort of pens. I use this because it's what I have and I like the look and the feel of it, and I make it just to fit the pen that I have. So what I used is super glue, really simple, a binder clip or a Bulldog clip, depending on what you call them, a little bit of material, as I said, the pen, and a pair of basic scissors. So, okay, Bulldog clip. First step is what I've done is on mine is I've laid a piece of the leather stuff on the face here, so that when the pen is put in, it's sitting on something, not directly on the metal. You could even get more elaborate with this if you want to, but this is sort of just what I did. So basically, just to manage this, I'll just cut this a little bit smaller. Okay, so measure how much you actually need of it to fit that that plate there, the face plate, and I just cut it to fit. There are obviously more scientific ways you could be doing all of this. This is just what I did. I've just put down a piece of paper here because I'm notoriously bad with super glue. Yeah, even already this one doesn't even want to open properly, so this could get messy, everybody. So what I did was, because this is sort of like a plushy sort of leather, I put this side where the rough side, I don't know if you can see that, the texture difference, out, so the pen rubs on that as opposed to rubbing on there. So I just put a tiny bit of glue, way too much because there's no nozzle on it, and then glued that onto that faceplate there, as you can see, so that when, as I said, when the pen is put in, it's sitting on that, not on the directly onto the metal. Because if you're putting a Lamy Safari, it's not going to do too much damage, but if you're putting a nicer pen in there, then you probably wouldn't want to have that rubbing against. So the next step is to get the material for this, for the strap to go around the pen. So placing it in place, just so you know how much you're going to need, wrap it around the pen, holding it sturdy in place all the way around, and then with this material it's easy. I just can make a little thumb mark, and that's going to hold the pen sort of fairly tight. As this material doesn't stretch, you need to make it a fairly good fit. If it was elastic, you make it a lot tighter so that the pen is held into place. Okay, now I will just give this a cut. It's actually much more nerve-wracking doing this than any of my pen videos. And then cut it to the size you need. And we should have something that is about right for this pen loop now. Once again, before we glue it, we will test it. It does look a little bit perhaps on the big side. Yeah, I could probably take a couple of millimeters. Oh no, it's actually probably about right. And so in the end, that is sort of what you're going to have. So I'll just quickly glue this and we'll see how we go. Then glue that side down. We'll just wait for that to set for a minute. But you can see how the pen loop works in this basic format. And so that is the pen loop. We won't use that one, we'll just show you on the one that I have here. So here in the middle of my traveler's notebook, I have the two center, I have 4 inserts. So between books 2 and 3, I have just put that clip over 2 of the inserts, folded it down, and then once you close up the book, of course what you have is a pen loop. Now, there are many pen loops that you can get. Traveler's Notebook make their own. There are ones you can stick in. There are lots of ones on places like Etsy and things like that. This is just the one that I make. It's cheap, it's easy. It can be made with anything you have sort of lying around. It's literally, you know, a Bulldog clip and super glue and a piece of material, and that's your pen loop. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications button if you want to stay up to date with the videos that I produce. Please feel free to get in touch with me either here or on any of my other videos, or on any of the social platforms listed below. I'm on Instagram at the_offstage_me, which is printed down here somewhere. And yeah, I'd love to see what you're up to over there, and stop by and say hello. In the meantime, enjoy your pens, enjoy writing, and I'll talk to you later.